I slammed the door of the penthouse suite, my wedding ring glinting mockingly under the harsh city lights, as Leah's confession echoed in my mind like a gunshot. It was all for show, Zoe, to bury the rumors about my past. Tears streamed down my face as I realized the woman I'd fallen for had built our life on a foundation of lies, using me as her perfect shield. The rain-slick streets of Manhattan blurred past the taxi window as I clutched the contract in my lap, my heart pounding with a mix of dread and determination. It was supposed to be simple, a business arrangement to merge our family empires, nothing more. But as I stepped into the dimly lit law office on Fifth Avenue, the air thick with the scent of polished leather and fresh coffee, I locked eyes with Leah Thompson for the first time, and everything shifted. Leah was a vision of poised elegance, her short blonde hair framing a face that could command boardrooms or break hearts. She wore a tailored pantsuit that screamed old money, her blue eyes sharp yet softened by a subtle smile. "Zoe Ramirez," she said, extending a hand that was warm despite the cool professionalism in her voice. "I've heard you're the one who's going to save my sinking ship." Her tone was light, but there was an undercurrent of vulnerability that made my stomach flip. I shook her hand, feeling an unexpected spark, and replied, "And you're the one who's going to legitimize mine. Let's make this work." Our families had orchestrated this union like a corporate merger. My parents, immigrants who built a tech startup into a multimillion-dollar company, needed the prestige of the Thompsons' legacy in real estate to break into elite circles. Leah's side, facing scandals from her father's embezzlement trial, saw my clean reputation as a lifeline. We signed the papers that afternoon, agreeing to a year of marriage, public appearances, shared events, no strings attached. But as we posed for our first candid photo outside the office, her arm around my waist felt too natural, too real. That night, over champagne at a rooftop bar overlooking Central Park, Leah opened up. "I never thought I'd be here marrying a stranger," she admitted, her fingers tracing the rim of her glass. "But life's full of curveballs, right?" I nodded, sharing my own story. Growing up in Queens, fighting for every opportunity as a Latina woman in a male-dominated field. We laughed about our awkward first dates in college, hers with frat boys who bored her, mine with girls who couldn't handle my ambition. By the end of the evening, the contract felt less like chains and more like a bridge. The wedding was a spectacle, held at a Hamptons estate under a canopy of twinkling lights. Vows exchanged in front of flashing cameras, our kiss staged but lingering a second too long. As we danced our first dance to a slow jazz tune, Leah whispered, "You make this feel less like a farce." My heart raced. Was this just method acting or something more? We honeymooned in Napa Valley, touring vineyards and sharing stories under starry skies. Leah spoke of her dreams beyond the family business, her passion for art that her conservative parents dismissed. I confided my fears of never finding love amid the grind. In those moments, the lines blurred. Back in New York, we settled into a shared brownstone on the Upper East Side. Mornings were coffee and strategy sessions. Evenings, quiet dinners where conversations turned personal. Leah surprised me with tickets to a Broadway show, her hand brushing mine in the dark theater. "I want us to be friends at least," she said. But friendship wasn't enough for me. I found myself watching her, memorizing the way she laughed at my jokes, the subtle scent of her vanilla perfume. One night, after a gala where we played the perfect couple, she kissed me goodnight on the cheek, and I pulled her closer, our lips meeting in a tentative electric kiss. It was the start of something unspoken. We navigated our days with board meetings and mergers, but nights became a sanctuary. Leah's touch was gentle, her words laced with affection. "You're more than I bargained for, Zoe," she murmured one evening as we lay entangled on the couch, watching the city lights. I believed her. Our worlds intertwined, my tech savvy boosting her real estate ventures, her connections opening doors for me. But whispers followed us. Tabloid rumors about Leah's wild youth, hints of past relationships that threatened her family's image. She brushed them off, saying, "It's ancient history. We're building something new." As months passed, doubts crept in. Leah's phone buzzed constantly with calls she took in private. At a charity event in D.C., I overheard a conversation. "The marriage is working. No one's digging into that old mess anymore." Her words stung, but I dismissed it as business talk. Our love felt real, picnics in Central Park, weekend getaways to the Catskills. She painted a portrait of me, capturing my essence in strokes of color. "This is how I see you," she said, her eyes shining. I fell deeper, envisioning a future beyond the contract. Yet cracks appeared. Leah grew distant during her father's trial, snapping at small things. One evening, after a heated argument about transparency, she confessed partially. "I needed this marriage to look stable, Zoe. But it's become so much more." Her tears seemed genuine, pulling me back in. We reconciled with a road trip down the Pacific Coast Highway, stopping at beaches where waves crashed like our emotions. In Big Sur under a sunset sky, she said, "I love you." And I echoed it, sealing our bond. But the foundation was shaky. A leaked email from her lawyer hinted at ulterior motives, using our union to deflect scrutiny. I confronted her, but she denied it, her embrace convincing. As the year mark approached, I clung to hope, ignoring the growing storm. Little did I know the betrayal was just beginning. The autumn leaves painted Central Park in hues of gold and crimson as Leah and I strolled hand in hand, our laughter mingling with the distant hum of the city. It had been 6 months since our wedding, and what started as a facade had blossomed into something profound. "Remember when we thought this was just paperwork?" Leah teased, squeezing my hand. I smiled, but a nagging unease lingered from that overheard conversation. I pushed it aside, focusing on her radiant smile. Our days were a whirlwind of synergy. My app development firm partnered with her real estate projects, creating smart homes that sold like hotcakes. At a launch event in Silicon Valley, we stood side by side, toasting our success. "To us," Leah said, her eyes locking with mine amid the applause. That night, in our hotel suite overlooking the bay, we talked for hours about dreams deferred. Leah shared her closeted college years, the pressure to conform in a family of traditionalists. "Marrying you was the best decision, even if it started as a ploy," she admitted softly. My heart swelled. Vulnerability like that couldn't be faked. Holidays brought us closer. Thanksgiving with my family in Queens was chaotic joy. My abuela pinching Leah's cheeks, declaring her familia now. Leah charmed them with stories of her Boston upbringing, though she tensed when politics arose. Christmas in Aspen was magical. Skiing slopes, cozy firesides where we exchanged gifts. She gave me a necklace engraved with "forever," whispering, "This isn't just for show." I believed her, our kisses deepening with passion that felt eternal. But shadows loomed. Tabloids escalated. Articles questioning Leah's past flings with women, labeling them scandals that could tarnish the Thompson name. At a New Year's Eve party in Times Square, a reporter cornered her. "Is this marriage covering something up?" Leah laughed it off, but her grip on my arm tightened. Later in our limo, she broke down. "My family would disown me if they knew the truth about me," she sobbed. "This marriage protects us both." I held her, murmuring reassurances, but doubt seeded. Was I protection or partner? Winter brought isolation. Leah's work trips increased, her returns marked by exhaustion and secrecy. One night, rifling through her desk for a pen, I found a letter from an ex. "Leah, don't hide behind this sham. Come back to me." My world tilted. Confronting her, tears flowed. "It was before us, Zoe. I ended it." She pulled me into an embrace, her apologies fervent. We made up with a weekend in Miami, dancing in South Beach clubs where anonymity let us be free. "You're my truth," she said under palm trees, and I chose to trust. Spring thawed the city, mirroring our renewal. We attended Pride events discreetly, her hand in mine a quiet rebellion. At a gallery opening in Chelsea, Leah's art was displayed, abstract pieces swirling with emotion. "Inspired by you," she confessed. Critics raved and our bond strengthened. But at a family dinner, her mother sneered, "This arrangement has done wonders for our image." Leah's silence spoke volumes. I pressed her later. "Is that all I am?" She denied it, her kisses desperate. As summer approached, tensions peaked. A business rival leaked documents implying our marriage was a PR stunt. Board members questioned Leah's leadership. In a heated meeting in Chicago, she defended us fiercely. "Zoe is my wife, not a strategy." Her passion reignited my faith. We escaped to the Grand Canyon, hiking trails where vastness mirrored our love. "I choose you over everything," she vowed at sunset. I proposed extending our contract indefinitely. She agreed, tears in her eyes. Yet the letter haunted me. Digging deeper, I discovered emails. Leah coordinating with PR firms to leverage the marriage for damage control. Hurt festered, but I confronted it indirectly, suggesting therapy. We don't need it, she snapped, withdrawing. Our intimacy waned, replaced by polite distance. At a 4th of July barbecue in the Hamptons, friends commented on our perfect couple vibe, but inside cracks widened. One evening after a solo walk in Brooklyn, I returned to find Leah on the phone. Yes, the marriage diverted attention perfectly. My blood ran cold. She hung up, seeing my face. It's not what you think, she pleaded. We argued fiercely. Accusations flying, truth spilling. She admitted using our union initially to quash rumors of her sexuality, protecting her inheritance. But I fell in love for real, she insisted. Devastated, I stormed out, wandering the streets until dawn. Reconciliation came slowly. Leah pursued me with gestures. Flowers, notes professing love. Give me a chance to prove it, she begged. I relented, our therapy sessions unearthing pains, her fear of rejection, my insecurity from past heartbreaks. We rebuilt, volunteering at LGBTQ centers in San Francisco, finding purpose together. As fall returned, our love felt resilient, but the seed of betrayal lingered, waiting to sprout. The crisp air of a New York October carried whispers of change as Leah and I attended a high-profile fundraiser at the Met. Dressed in gowns that turned heads, we posed for photos, her arm around me a familiar anchor. But beneath the glamour, tension simmered. You look stunning, she murmured, but her eyes darted to the crowd, scanning for threats. The leaked rumors had quieted, but paranoia lingered. Back home, unpacking from the event, I found a hidden folder on her laptop. Photos of her with another woman, time-stamped post-wedding. My hands shook. Who is she? I demanded when Leah returned. Her face paled. An old friend, Zoe. Nothing more. But the intimacy in those images screamed otherwise. We fought bitterly, words like daggers. Was I just your beard? I accused. She denied infidelity, claiming the meetings were about resolving past debts. Trust me, she implored, but trust was fracturing. The conflict escalated. Business suffered. Investors pulled out, citing instability. At a crisis meeting in Boston, Leah's family blamed me. This was supposed to stabilize things, not create drama. Humiliated, I retreated to my office, burying myself in code. Leah followed, her apologies raw. I never meant to hurt you. We made fragile peace, but intimacy felt forced. Thanksgiving loomed, but we skipped family gatherings, opting for solitude in Vermont. Snow blanketed the cabin, mirroring our chilled dynamic. Over mulled wine, Leah opened up. My ex, Sarah, threatened to expose us if I didn't pay her off. Shock hit me. Blackmail? Why hide it? I asked. I didn't want to drag you in. Her vulnerability thawed me, leading to tearful reconciliation. We skied, laughed, rediscovered touch. We're stronger now, she said. But December brought storms. Sarah contacted me anonymously, sending proof. Text showing Leah's ongoing contact, laced with affection. She's using you to hide, the message read. Confrontation exploded in our living room. It's true, I met her to end it, but old feelings resurfaced. Leah confessed, crumbling. Betrayal gutted me. How could you? I screamed. She wept. I was scared of losing everything, my family, my life. I left, crashing at a friend's in Brooklyn. Weeks of separation followed. Leah bombarded me with calls, emails. I love you, Zoe. This was a mistake. I ignored them, focusing on work, therapy. Christmas alone was agony. Memories of Aspen haunted me. A package arrived, her portrait of me with a note. You deserve better, but I can't let go. Softening, I met her at a coffee shop in Greenwich Village. Explain everything, I demanded. Leah laid it bare. Her conservative upbringing forced her into the closet. Sarah was her first love, but toxic. The marriage was initially a shield against outing rumors during her father's trial. But with you it became real, she insisted. The meetings were to buy her silence. Evidence supported her. Bank transfers, no romance. Forgiveness flickered, but pain persisted. We agreed to space, attending couples counseling virtually. New Year's resolutions brought tentative hope. We volunteered at a shelter in Harlem, aiding LGBTQ youth. Seeing Leah's empathy, her stories inspiring kids, reminded me of her depth. This is who I am, she said. We shared a kiss under fireworks, cautious but genuine. Spring renewal clashed with renewed drama. Sarah went public, selling her story to tabloids. Leah's sham marriage. Headlines blared, stocks plummeted. Leah's family disowned her publicly. In the chaos, she turned to me. I need you. United against the storm, we fought back. Press conferences denying fabrications, focusing on our love. Support poured in from allies turning tide. But internal wounds festered. Doubts about her motives resurfaced during arguments. Did you ever love me, or was it convenience? I asked one night in our emptied brownstone. Her silence was damning. At first no, she admitted. But now yes. Heartbroken, I suggested separation. Give me time, she pleaded. Summer travels tested us. A cross-country road trip from NYC to LA, stopping at landmarks, Liberty Bell, Grand Canyon revisited. Conversations peeled layers, her regrets, my fears. In Vegas, we renewed vows impulsively, a symbol of recommitment. This time for us, Leah said. Joy returned, but Sarah's shadow loomed. Back east, a final blow. Evidence of Leah's pre-marriage plan. Emails plotting the perfect cover. Devastated, I packed bags. I can't do this, I said. She didn't stop me, tears streaming. Alone in a hotel, I reflected on our journey. Love amid deception. The high of romance crashed into betrayal's abyss, leaving me questioning everything. The humid August air in New York felt suffocating as I stared at the divorce papers on the hotel desk, my signature hovering like a guillotine. Leah's emails flooded my inbox. Please, Zoe, let's talk. But the betrayal's sting was too fresh. Those planning messages revealed her calculated use of me as a reputational firewall. I signed, mailing them with a heavy heart, then boarded a flight to Seattle for a tech conference, seeking escape. Distance amplified the drama. Tabloids feasted. Thompson Ramirez split. Love or lie? Leah's public statement defended our love, but privately she spiraled. Friends reported her withdrawing, her business faltering. Guilt gnawed at me. Was I abandoning her in crisis? A late-night call came. I can't do this without you, she sobbed. Sarah's demands escalated. I paid her off, but the damage is done. Her vulnerability pulled strings, but anger held firm. September brought confrontation. Back in NYC, we met at our old brownstone, now echoing emptiness. You used me from day one, I accused, voice breaking. Leah didn't deny it. Yes, initially. My family pressured me, marry respectably or lose it all. But falling for you changed everything. Tears flowed as she revealed depths, childhood suppression, therapy battles. I betrayed you and myself. The admission humanized her, sparking empathy amid rage. High drama unfolded at a family mediation in Boston. Her parents, stern patricians, demanded she cut ties. This experiment failed. Leah stood firm. Zoe is my heart. Disinherited, she walked out, turning to me. I'm free now, but at what cost? We spent the night in a hotel, not touching, just talking, raw, unfiltered. Forgive me? She asked. Not yet, I replied, but seeds of reconciliation planted. October's chill mirrored cooling tempers. We dated anew, cautiously. Coffee in Soho, walks in Prospect Park. Leah proved change, outing herself in an op-ed. My truth? Love beyond labels. Public backlash mixed with support. Her courage inspiring. At a rally in Washington Square, she spoke. Zoe taught me authenticity. Our hands intertwined publicly, a defiant act. But old wounds reopened. Sarah resurfaced, suing for defamation. Court in LA was a circus. Testimonies exposing lies, Leah's composure cracking under cross-examination. Did you love her? The lawyer prodded about me. With all my soul, Leah affirmed, glancing at me. Victory came, but exhaustion followed. In our hotel, she collapsed. I almost lost you forever. Our embrace was cathartic, emotions surging, forgiveness edging in. November's Thanksgiving reunited us with my family. Abuela welcomed Leah warmly. Love wins, Mija. Stories shared, laughter healed. But a leaked audio from Leah's past, flirtatious calls with Sarah post-wedding, shattered peace. Explain. I demanded. It was a lapse, fear-driven, she confessed. Betrayal peaked. We're done. I fled to Chicago for work, blocking her. December's holidays amplified loneliness. Snowy streets reminded me of Vermont. Leah's gesture. A charity drive in my name, aiding queer immigrants. For us, the note read. Softened, I unblocked her. New Year's Eve call. Meet me at our rooftop. There under stars she proposed properly. Marry me again for real. Hesitant, I said. Prove it's not another shield. Winter deepened conflicts. Business rivals exploited our drama, poaching clients. United, we countered with a joint venture. An app for LGBTQ housing. Launch in San Francisco was triumphant, but arguments flared. Your past haunts us. Therapy intensified, unearthing my abandonment issues from immigrant roots. We're both broken, Leah said. Breakthrough, mutual apologies, vows to rebuild. Spring's bloom brought climax. Sarah's final ploy. Anonymous threats. FBI involved, revealing her extortion ring. Arrest in Miami vindicated Leah. In the aftermath, we escaped to Hawaii. Beaches soothing scars. I choose you, flaws and all, Leah declared. Passion reignited but deeper, emotional intimacy trumping physical. Summer's heat-tested resolve. A job offer pulled me to Austin. Leah followed, selling her stake. In our new home, overlooking hills, we hosted friends, sharing our story. From contract to connection, we toasted. But a final twist. Her family's olive branch, conditional on normalcy. Leah rejected. My normal is with Zoe. As fall approached, reflection hit. Our journey, deception to devotion, forged unbreakable bonds. Highs of romance clashed with betrayal's lows, but humanity prevailed. In a quiet ceremony in Texas, we remarried, vows heartfelt. Through storms, I choose you. The climax resolved in redemption, love's resilience shining. The golden hues of a Texas autumn painted our Austin backyard as Leah and I exchanged rings again. This time surrounded by chosen family. No cameras, no pretense. I vow to honor your truth always, Leah said, her voice steady, eyes brimming. I echoed. And I yours through every shadow. The kiss sealed a hard-won peace. Applause from friends, a chorus of support. Our story, once a whirlwind of drama, now settled into quiet profundity. Post-wedding, we navigated normalcy. Mornings were lazy coffees on the porch discussing dreams. Leah pursuing art full-time, me expanding my firm inclusively. We've earned this, she said, her hand in mine. But echoes of betrayal surfaced in therapy. Trust rebuilt brick by brick. Forgiveness isn't forgetting, our counselor noted. We agreed, using scars as strength. Winter brought challenges. A documentary offer revisited our past. America's Photo True Romance. We debated, expose vulnerabilities? Ultimately, yes, interviews raw, highlighting struggles of queer women in conservative worlds. Airing on streaming, it sparked conversations. Fan mail pouring in. You gave me hope. Leah's art sales soared. Galleries praising her emotional depth. My app won awards for accessibility. Together we mentored at local centers, paying forward. Spring's renewal mirrored growth. A road trip to New Orleans for Mardi Gras, vibrant parades, jazz-filling streets. Amid beads and revelry, Leah proposed a family. Adoption. My heart leaped. Yes. Preparations began, home studies, classes. Doubts arose. Am I ready after everything? But Leah's reassurance. We're in this together. Summer's swelter tested us. Her family's full disownment letter arrived, cutting ties. Leah grieved privately but emerged resolute. My family is here. We volunteered at Pride in Dallas, marching hand in hand, banners waving. A young woman approached. Your story saved me. Tears flowed, our pain birthed purpose. Fall's introspection deepened bonds. Anniversaries marked. Our first meeting, the betrayal reveal. That pain made us, Leah reflected over wine. We wrote a book together. Veiled Vows, blending memoir and advice. Launch in NYC was emotional. Old friends toasting resilience. To love's humanity, I said. As years blurred, our life wove a tapestry of depth. Adopted a daughter, Mia, whose laughter filled voids. Watching Leah teach her painting, my heart swelled. From strangers to soulmates. Conflicts arose. Work stresses, parenting debates. But communication, forged in fire, resolved them. We're not perfect, Leah admitted during a hike in the hill country. But we're real. A decade later, at a gallery retrospective in Chicago, Leah's work chronicled our journey. Abstracts of turmoil to serenity. In her speech, "Zoe, you turned my deception into devotion." Applause thundered. Backstage, we embraced. Worth every tear. Our ending wasn't fairy tale bliss, but humane triumph. Love enduring betrayal, emerging wiser. In quiet moments stargazing on our roof, Leah whispered, "Thank you for seeing me." I replied, "Always." Our story, kit with drama and romance, affirmed, even in America's vast landscape, hearts find home in authenticity. Mia's first school play brought full circle. As she beamed on stage, we held hands, a family born of chaos. Friends marveled. From business to this? We smiled, yes, through highs and lows humanity prevailed. Love in its messy glory won. In twilight years we retired to a coastal home in Maine. Waves crashing like past storms. Leah's final painting. Us on that NYC rooftop transformed. Our beginning and end, she said weakly, illness claiming her. At her bedside. You were my truth. Her passing shattered me, but legacy endured. Mia carrying on, our story inspiring generations. Grieving, I scattered ashes in Central Park where it began. Rest, my love. Life continued. Advocacy writing. In solitude I reflected, our bond laced with pain and passion taught empathy. America's dream isn't perfection but perseverance. Years on, at a queer history exhibit, our photos displayed. Pioneers of authentic love. Mia, now grown, stood beside me. They'd be proud. Tears mingled with smiles, a bittersweet close. Our tale, dramatic yet humane, ended not in tragedy, but in enduring light. Love's power to heal, to humanize.